The comeback kid. Not many projects have done it better than Solana. And it's no surprise that a lot of people are talking about Solana right now. Of course, people are also talking about Bitcoin. Taking a look here at BTC's current run in the last 30 days, it gained 26.2%. And right now it's down slightly, but its local peak was as high as $37,761 yesterday. But let's compare the numbers here because Solana also peaked yesterday at $65.77. It's down a little bit right now at $56.99, but it doesn't seem as spectacular. If you think about it, however, taking a look at those last 30 days, the numbers speak for themselves. We saw a 144.2% gain during the last month. Slow and steady, so no one day was particularly spectacular, but 144% in a month. Who would have thought this would be possible when we look back at December 2022 and Sol was down below $10?
Let's assume hypothetically this is a low point. Let's assume we bounce back and conditions improve. I'm not guaranteeing that, and I'm a little bit hopeful. But if that is the case, we just did a list of altcoins recently that we have our eyes on because after all, whether this is the exact bottom or not, this is a buying opportunity. We talked about a couple just in a recent video that I'm a little bit more optimistic for in terms of the long-term horizon. Solana has its token release, so I'm dollar cost averaging into that slowly. I'm disheartened, by Solana, Jemmy, but potentially that is at a bargain right now. If it continues to dip, so be it. The bargain will be that much richer.
Solana is the fastest growing developer ecosystem in 2022. Here's what that means for the blockchain. Solana surpassed 2,000 total developers in 2022. It's second in raw numbers only to Ethereum. The total number of developers on Solana has grown by more than 10x since 2018, more than any other blockchain. It's becoming easier to build on Solana than ever before, and developer interest spikes around hackathons, new courses, and other developer-friendly IRL events. The passionate Solana developer community remains the ecosystem's most important asset. And if developers are continuing to build on the network, then as new applications come out, more interest will be brought back to the blockchain. As long as Solana developers don't give up on the network, the future of Solana looks bright.
This is much more than a comeback. This is closer to a resurrection, and we haven't really even entered the bull market yet. So today we're going to take a look at what originally brought Solana all the way up to $259. That was 2 years ago, in November of 2021. The real question right now as we approach the crypto bull run is, can Solana re-achieve that previous all-time high? Or for that matter, go even higher? Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. I'm going to wish you the best of luck if you choose to invest, whether that's in Solana, Sol, any other altcoin. Just remember, I'm not a financial or investment advisor, and by extension, this video is not official financial or investment advice. Want to be in the best position for the upcoming crypto bull run? Introducing the Altcoin Buzz Alpha and Decubate special offer. Decubate Bronze Plus tier members can now claim a full refund on your first month of Altcoin Buzz Alpha membership. You're going to get access to the hottest IDOs, dedicated IDO reviews and profit-taking strategies, access to Altcoin Buzz's $10,000 portfolio, gems, watch list, passive income strategies, IDOs, upcoming airdrops, buy and sell signals, and many more. And guess what? If you don't like Alpha, just let us know and we will 100% refund your subscription fee in its totality. And to be eligible, you just have to submit your Bronze Plus member email ID to the Alpha channel on Discord. Then simply join Altcoin Buzz Alpha. And if you want to get a Decubate tier, buy Decubate from PancakeSwap and then simply stake your tokens here. For more information and details, check out the links in both the description of this video below and in the pinned comment. Okay, let's start with some context here and consider in the first place how Solana made that $259 all-time high. To be specific, $259.96. So first of all, let me take you back to the mainnet launch. And we're going back in time here. This happened in March of 2020, so over 3 years ago. But then fast forward to January 2021, Sol was at $1.52. But then later that very same year, on the 6th of November, came its all-time high of $259. That is a 16,736% return within the same year. And really, it's due to Solana offering 4 key pillars, especially for that particular moment in time, the bull run of 2021. The first of those key pillars was high throughput, because the platform offered a TPS, that's transactions per second, of 65,000. Even with newer and faster chains, that's still a super impressive metric. But let's stay realistic here. Most chains don't even need that high of a TPS in real life. And so although 65K is the upper limit, Solana actually has an average TPS of only 4,000, but that's throughput in an hour. Another key pillar was its very low fees. And this, of course, was a big relief after having to deal with the Ethereum fees in 2020 and subsequent years. The Solana fees, by contrast, are a fraction of a penny. They are actually among the cheapest fees in the crypto industry. These fees don't spike, and they're actually very consistent as well. An average fee is only 0.000015647 Sol, which is well under a penny. Believe me, we did the math, even with Sol at $259. And then another key pillar is Solana's scalability. And Solana already uses sharding, explained here by our friends over at Whiteboard Crypto, who do great explanatory videos. Kudos to them. But this is something that Ethereum has been trying to put in place for a few years now. Look at sharding as a busy supermarket, right? If only one cashier is open, there's a queue, there's a lineup. But as soon as the supermarket opens up more cashiers, that queue and that pressure, that bottleneck is gone. It's eliminated and it frees up space. And then the fourth key pillar that I want to call out here offered by Solana is smart contracts. And that's nothing new under the sun in 2023. But rewinding, in 2020, it was, in fact, a novel idea that a smart contract chain could indeed be fast and simultaneously cheap. And at the time, that is precisely what Solana offered, which was a little bit revolutionary. And it had a pretty big impact on 2 spaces in particular, DeFi and NFTs. In November here of 2021, TVL, that's total value lock, peaked at about let's call that just over $10 billion. And that's a far cry from where it is today, $558 million. So in other words, leading up to the all-time high, Solana's DeFi was on fire. And that's one of the contributing factors to reaching such a high, all-time high. And by the way, it will be in the future as well in terms of achieving a new all-time high. TVL is a very important metric. And like I said, another key variables were the Solana NFTs and the market that was thriving as well at the time. DeGods launched in October and were 3 Sol each. That's still $450 at the rates of that time. This was another pillar that made Solana as successful as it was. So there you go, some important factors here that really put Solana on the map, really all in the space of a year. And that's what contributed to that meteoric rise, right? 16,000 plus percentage points within 12 months, under 12 months. So with that being said, let's now take a look at what caused its fall from grace. Just like most projects in crypto, Solana peaked pretty hard during the last bull run. And then subsequently it went downhill, really along with the entirety of the market. However, the moment Solana started another parabolic run, LUNA crashed in May of 2022. Sol just went from $80 to $136 in only 3 weeks, but LUNA stopped that in its tracks and killed all the momentum. Then another blow was the FTX collapse in November of the same year. That was a pretty tough stretch. Shortly after that particular crash, right, of FTX, that's when Sol dipped under $10. So was this the end of Solana as we knew it? Many thought so, and a giant, a former Ethereum killer, was down and out, but this is actually where Solana showed its greatest resilience. So here's where that resurrection narrative kicks in. Slowly but surely, good things started to happen again, and step by step, Solana brought positive news to the table. So for example, there were new partnerships. Shopify integrated with Solana Pay, which brought crypto payments to millions of people around the world. Visa began to use Solana for USDC settlement. And outages, which previously have notoriously plagued the platform, suddenly weren't as big a deal, right? Because in 2023, there was only one short outage in February. As a result, TVL started to see a slight increase. And Solana is actually in the 5th spot for active developers. That's across all chains, by the way. And so if you take all of these variables together, it's really started to boost the momentum of Solana and has had a very positive impact on the price of Sol. Taking a look here on the 16th of November, we can see that it hit a local high of $67.50. Again, that's a 144.7% increase over the last, or I should say the previous 30 days. That metric also represents a remarkable increase of 314% over the last year. And although it's in number 7 now, it actually took the number 6 spot in terms of market cap ranking on CoinGecko.com and all other similar sites, by the way. So confidence in Solana, confidence in the platform is back. Now, providing Solana manages to increase its user and development numbers, it can definitely reach a new all-time high with ease. We're confident about this. So keep an eye on one of the most resilient chains in this space and be a part of the comeback story, because this project is doing everything right.